Have you ever said, starting Monday, I'm going to do this? Or as soon as I get this, I'm going to do that? Man, I can't wait till I get the perfect lighting, the perfect lens, the perfect camera body. I'm going to then start doing this or that. Well, stay tuned. I have some advice that may help you get to where you want to be. Shootin' the breeze. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your host, Pierre Andre, and welcome to Shootin' the Breeze Podcast. I would like to thank each and every one of you all for tuning in and listening to whatever it is that I have to say. It means the world to me that I have your undivided attention and that you find reason to tune in to Shootin' the Breeze Podcast. This is episode 5, and today we will be addressing what are you waiting for? Stop the excuses. Have you ever said, starting Monday, I'm going to do this? Or as soon as I get this, I'm going to do that. I can't wait until I get this new camera, this lens, the lighting system. Then I'm going to start doing this or that. How many times have you said that? You probably can't even count on one hand. This episode hits me differently. I was so frustrated at work that I literally went to my notes, started typing. I went to my voice memo and started chatting because that's how frustrated I was about this topic, and I had to get it off my chest. So I hope you can hear the frustration, the pain, the sincerity in this episode, because I want you to stop the excuses. I hope I say something that triggers you to stop giving excuses and stop waiting for that perfect situation to get your photography business started or your modeling career started. I'm not sure how long this episode is going to be. Again, I took notes, but I'm going to keep it raw with you. That's one thing that I want to do is just keep it raw. But I have some words that's going to give you some encouragement. I have some things to say that you may or may not like. It may come out a little harsh, or it may be the perfect words and the perfect tone that you need to hear to get you where you need to go. Today in this episode, I'm here to tell you to stop it. All you are doing is giving excuses. You're stopping your growth. You are stopping yourself from being something and someone great in this business. If you keep waiting for the right time, the right moment, the right equipment, you're just delaying your blessings. You're delaying your progress. You are delaying your knowledge. You are delaying your creativity. You are delaying your purpose. And the list goes on. You have to get to a point in life where you stop using excuses. I was having a conversation with my friend today, and I hope he don't take offense to this, that I use our conversation as an episode for this podcast, Shootin' the Breeze. But the conversation I was having with him, and I was telling him, and I want to tell you and myself in this photography business or anything else in life, is not going to wait for us. It's not going to wait on us. We can sit here all we want and make it sound real good, giving the perfect excuse. Oh, the camera I have is just a Rebel. I don't have the perfect lens. I have the kit lens. I have the 18 to 55 millimeter. It doesn't matter, whatever it is that you have. I don't care if you're using your camera phone. You have to start somewhere. I was telling him that you can't wait for the money to come to you. You can't wait for the clients to come to you. As I was stating in the previous episode, you have to go get it. If you're not posting pictures and spreading the word of what you are doing, no one knows that you exist as a photographer or a model. The perfect situation, the perfect timing will never be perfect. You have to just go. You have to start. This is a side note, and I'm going to get back to my rant. So some years ago, I accepted my calling and became a minister of the gospel. And one of the things that I say before I start my message, my sermon, is that if anyone is to get anything out of this, it might as well be me. And I use that same terminology here. Whatever I tell you, I'm telling myself. Because regardless if you listen to this, you're mad already, and you turn it off, or whatever the case may be, or if I only have 3 listeners at the moment, if anyone is to get anything out of this, it might as well be me. Because I've been there. I still struggle with it at times. So I am motivating myself as well, you, when I say stop the excuses. What are you waiting for? I think about this podcast, and it was months before my first episode that I came up with the concept of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to talk about. And when I came up with the idea of, hey, I want to start a podcast, it was months later before I started it. Just imagine where this podcast would be if I would have started it then. So many times I got stuck in the glamour of it. Oh, I have to have this microphone. I have to have this desk stand. It doesn't matter. As long as you have a microphone, start recording. I don't have the best quality. I'm not in the best situation. If you listen carefully, you can hear my air conditioner going off right now. I can't say, oh, well, I'm going to start recording when it cools down. Guess what? Then I'm going to be dealing with the furnace. If you might be careful, I can't have the kids upstairs being still, being quiet. They're still going to be kids. I just have to start recording. That's why when it comes to numbering these episodes in the beginning, I'm going to stop that. Because right now I'm just going to start recording content back to back. And I'm going to release those episodes as I feel fit. I can't even keep up with it no more. Because what I'm getting ready to do, I can't even keep track of it. There's so much I want to talk about. There's so much that I want to do with this podcast. And it's frustrating at times. I reached out to countless of photographers and models to try to get them on board and be a part of this episode, be a part of this podcast. I'm not going to beg anyone to be a part of this. Regardless, if you want to be a part of it, be a part of it. But if you don't, hey, that's your loss. Or maybe it's not a loss, but that's on you. Because where I see this podcast going, I see that it's going to be very successful. It's going to be an avenue to where people can go to get some advice, regardless if you're just starting or you've been shooting for years. Because I'm just getting started off myself, regardless of how long I've been shooting. I'm still learning. I'm still studying the game. I take this very serious. I don't play around when it comes to this. So if you want to be in my circle and you want to be a part of this, you have to be on the same level that I'm on. the same wavelength that I'm on. I can't sit here and wait on you to get ready. If you ain't ready to shoot, then that's on you. I'm ready to shoot. I'm ready to create. I'm ready to continue to record content for my podcast and YouTube channel. I'm not about to sit here and wait on no one. So if you want to be a part of it, be a part of it. I'm not begging anyone to be a part of this. Whether it's sponsorships, whether it's photographers, regardless if it's models, I'm giving you an opportunity to share your word, your vision, your dream, your business, your social media. Regardless if I have 2 listeners, 200, 2,000 listeners, I know where this is about to go. I'm not thinking small. I'm thinking big. And it's going to happen. But if I would have kept prolonging the situation, I wouldn't even have a one. We wouldn't even be on the 5th episode. Because I'm waiting on the perfect mic. I got to have this mic. Not even thinking. I used to do music. Still do music every once in a while. But I used to do music and I have all of these microphones with great quality. But yet I want this one because I see it on YouTube, or this is the best mic for podcasting. Who cares? Just get started. And I'm not looking for no pity party. I'm not looking for no kind of special attention. Hey, keep hanging in there. I know I'm going to be okay. I know where this is going to go. I appreciate your encouragement words that you may give because I know it's going to come. But at the same time, you can keep it. Because I'm not feeling any kind of way when I say, if I would have started this sooner, I can only imagine where this would be right now. And that's what advice I am giving you. You can sit here and wait as long as you want to. But no one, no one is going to wait for you. You need to start right now. If you're getting ready to start or considering starting a photography business or considering becoming a model or whatever else in this world, you need to do it right now. Quit giving excuses. Anyone can make it sound good. Anyone can give the right words and make it sound good on why I'm not doing this. I challenge you to come up with the right words and start doing this. Get you a team that's going to believe in you. And if they don't believe in you, it's time to reevaluate your life. Yes, reevaluate your life. If whoever you have in your corner right now does not support you, doesn't have that vision and that hunger that you have. Just because you're a photographer or a model doesn't mean that they have to be one. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you know the expectations you want in your life. And if they do not support that, then you need to take a step back and reevaluate your life. You need people in your life that's going to cheer you on and support you during this journey. I don't even know you, and I support you. I want the best for you. I want you to succeed. I want you to be well known. I want you to be able to use this platform to take care of your business and your life and your family. We go to work every day. So I get it. I wake up in the morning. I go to my full-time job because I'm not doing this full-time yet. Keyword, yet. I go to my job, come home, and I have a family here. And I still have to make time for my other side job, detailing, and my side job, photography. If I can do it, you can do it. I have 6 kids that I'm responsible for. On top of a full-time job, on top of a side business, detailing and photography, podcast, YouTube, the list goes on. If I can find time to have a passion and to go towards that dream, you can do it. So whatever excuse that you think you have, you need to let it go right now. Because as I said before, no one is going to wait for you. No one owes you their loyalty. I think about a situation. Someone reached out to me to be a photographer for their wedding. I sent over my information, my pricing. I followed up with them and didn't hear nothing else back from them. And I know them personally. Maybe not on best friend label, but I know them. Didn't even reach back out to me. So it goes to show that no one owes me their loyalty. But guess what? The photographer that they did choose and followed up with is not their photographer now. And they reached back to me. So it was only the grace of God that I was still available to be there for them to capture that moment. But needless to say that they did not owe me their loyalty just because I know them. Just because you know someone, you know a family looking for family portraits, don't mean they have to go to you. What are you doing to make them come to you? If you're not willing to sleep, breathe this photography stuff, the modeling stuff, or whatever it is that you're passionate about, if you're not willing to sacrifice some of your nap time or your TV time to study your craft, then stay away from me and stay away from people who has that drive. There's enough negative people in this world. We need more people that's going to encourage others, the ones that's going to be out there, really out here trying to get it. You think about every successful person in the world, and it's piggybacking about certain people in your corner. But think about the successful people in the world. Eventually, they had to let people go. This is my philosophy. But eventually, they had to let people go in their life, because if they kept negative people in their corner, I don't believe they will be successful. So it comes to a point to where you have to have someone in your corner that's going to support you and be there for you. Regardless if it's a best friend, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, a peer, whoever. Someone has to be in your corner that's going to do those things and cover that void that may be there. When you start to doubt yourself, they're there to kind of give you that encouragement. But behind every successful person, their journey to get to where they are, I'm sure they had to drop some of their friends, partners, whatever the case may be. So stop with the excuses. You have to go out there and do it. You want to learn long exposure? Go out there and try it. Go spend an hour at night downtown or wherever. Practice. Even if you have that kit lens, who cares? Get out there and start taking pictures. Because no one is going to wait on you. This is a cruel world, and no one owes you their loyalty. No one owes you their business. If you're not willing to work hard for this, then maybe you need to just reevaluate your life and figure out where you want to go. What's your next step? because it's never going to be the right time. It's never going to be the perfect time. I can't even count how many times I said, oh, I need to lose a little weight. Starting Monday, I'm going to start eating healthy. No. Start eating healthy now. Put down the soda. Put down the cupcakes. Do it now. Don't wait till Monday. Do it now. It goes back to, if I would have started my photography career sooner, where would I even be right now? And I'm not doubting myself. I'm not kicking myself. I'm not doing that. So don't think that. All I'm saying is, if I would have started sooner, where would I have been now? I really believe I would be further than where I am right now with the knowledge, with the equipment, because I've made the right investments. I don't want you to be like that. I want you to go out and do it. I don't want you to sit here and try to figure out when it's going to be the right time. Because guess what? You're never going to have the perfect camera. Never. The perfect lens. Never. Because soon as you upgrade from what you are right now, something else is going to come out. And you're going to want that. And then when you save up and get that, something else is going to come out. And you're going to want that. So it's going to be a constant battle. So why not just start now, use what you have, make money, build your brand, and then invest as time goes on. So you will never have the perfect equipment, the perfect lens, the perfect camera body. Never. Because you're always going to want the next best thing. You're always going to want it. You're not okay with settling. So just use what you have now to get what you want. You have to. Ask yourself, what is it going to take for you to stop giving excuses and for you to just take time for yourself and get this rolling? Ask yourself that. Because I don't care how busy your schedule is, you can make time for yourself. You can make time for your future. You can make time to study the craft. Because you can use this, regardless if it's modeling or photography, you can use this to take care of your family. You can use this to take care of yourself and be the only source of income that you have to wake up and go to. I said before, I was told some perfect words. If you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That spoke so much volume to me and still does. I will forever remember that. But guess what? You have to step out on faith and do it. You can't wait. You can't wait for the perfect time, the perfect lens, the perfect camera, the perfect photographer to hit you up, the perfect model to reach out to you. You got to do it. And if you ain't willing to do it, then reevaluate yourself. I'm willing to help any and everyone. But if you ain't hungry, then I'm sorry, I can't help you. Period. So I do ask for forgiveness if I offended someone, because that's never my intent. But I want you to understand the frustration and the sincerity that I have when it comes to this, because I deal with it. And I might as well get something out of this. But stop with the excuses. What are you waiting for? There's nothing in this world so important to stop you from your dreams, to stop you from being great, to stop you from being prosperous. There's nothing in this world that should be able to stop you from all of that. There's nothing. And if you don't believe that and you don't like what I'm saying, then maybe this podcast ain't for you. Because I'm going to keep it raw. I'm going to tell you how it is. Because if I had someone in my ear when I first started off, if I had an avenue to go to like this when I first started, I would have surpassed so much of all the BS that I had to go through to get where I am right now. I would have just started shooting photography. I would have started shooting street photography, the portraits. I'm over here waiting on the perfect situation to come, and I'm just letting time pass. All that knowledge I should have been learning, gone. I had to learn it later. So if you can get out right now and do what you need to do to get where you need to get, then you need to do it right now. Not next week, not next Monday. Start it right now. As you listen to this, you should be thinking of ideas of what I am about to do to get started. If you're trying to do street photography, then you need to go out and do some street photography. Grab your camera, go down to your downtown city, whatever city you in, go downtown and capture some of that. Regardless if you go during the day or if you want to do some night photography. But you need to go out and take pictures, because if someone is looking for decor for their house or a screensaver, they're going to go to your local furniture store and get it. But you can offer it with your creativity, with your vision, with your knowledge. You can offer those prints to them. Which leads me to, if you are looking for decor for your house, office, place of work, digital downloads, I do offer street photography prints and downloads of my city. And as I travel, of nature, of street photography, long exposure, just check me out at www.sunshineeventskc.com. Go to store, scroll down to prints, and you can see what prints I have available. It is limited, so not everyone will have the exact same print that you have. But take the time to visit www.sunshineeventskc.com if you are looking for a print. But stop the excuses. Stop it. I want the best for you. You don't know me. I don't know you. But I want the best for you. I want you to succeed. I want you to be able to use this to feed your family. But you have to be ready for this. You have to put in the work. And you need to stop giving excuses and go get this now. As we come to the end of this and we start to recap what we talked about in this episode, the moral of the story is, what are you waiting for? Stop giving excuses. Don't wait till next Monday. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect camera or the perfect lens or the perfect photographer to reach out to you if you're a model. Don't wait for that. You go out and get it right now. Because no one is going to wait for you. No one owes you their loyalty. No one owes you anything. You have to work hard for what you want. If you want to be a street photographer, go out and take pictures of the streets. If you want to be a model, then study your craft and reach out to people. Practice your faces. Practice your hand placements. You practice those things. Perfect your craft. So I don't think I can mean this even more when I say this, what I say at the end of every episode. But I mean this. Until we meet again, keep shooting.